Hello, everyone. I'm Nolan Meyer, CEO of Double GDP. We're building an end-to-end platform for new cities to connect with residents, accelerate growth, and deliver responsive public services. I'm here today to bring you a sprint update for for November 25th, 2020. As always, in this sprint, I'll take you through what we intended to do for this sprint, what we accomplished against those goals, and what we aim to do in the next sprint. This sprint at a high level, our goal was to have the population of all double GDP cities grow to 10 or stay at 10. We're measuring this month over month now rather than week over week. And so the goal is the same as what it was in the last sprint. But we did want to increase the visibility into construction progress. In the product, we had three areas we wanted to focus on: form design and management, workflow design, and gate access. That changed during the course of the sprint, and we switched into creating a sales demo to help work and showcase the product to new prospective customers. Outside of the product, we wanted to increase the number of approvals for the Nkwashi residency program, see our first art from the artist in residence program, and kick off the virtual marathon that's taking place at Nkwashi. High level population is still no change from last sprint, so I won't go into this more. On form design, we have continued to invest here and now have the ability to create a new form within the application. Forms are an essential way for the city to collect structured input from the community. And so we're just continuing to add functionality there. The new part this week is to create a form from scratch and be able to design that natively within the application. The big exciting thing is workflow management. We have about 10 workflows in the application right now where some action that's taking place in the application triggers something else and then sends an email so that somebody knows to work on that action. Each of those 10 workflows today is custom built and requires engineering in order to set up. Now we have a way of building that into the UI so that a product manager or an administrator at the city can create a new workflow, which makes it much easier to set up a new workflow and adapt an existing workflow that is already in practice. This is powerful in and of itself, but is going to be extremely exciting when it merges with the new form stuff that we're working on, because then you'll be able to collect information and then take action on that information right away, all within the Double GDP platform. Some of the other features that we rolled out that were not part of the main theme of the sprint, but are exciting nonetheless, are that we now have a unified comments page where an administrator can see all of the comments across all discussion boards, which makes it much easier to just get a pulse on what the community is thinking and talking about, and also easier to manage those discussion boards. A unified screen for property listings where you can add a new property. So now the administrator can see all of the assigned properties and who owns those. And this is a big step towards having a plot registry and inventory so that an administrator can actually assign all the plots natively from within the application. And other progress, we had our customer council meeting. This is a quarterly update where we convene our customers and get advice at a strategic level. And we had a great discussion there that really got us thinking more about ways that new cities can share equity with their constituents. And so no immediate action on that, but sort of exciting to think about new ways of building cities and some of the themes that our customers are thinking about there. The slides for that are also available on our YouTube channel if you want to see the preparation or quarterly update slides that we did. We also launched our first newsletter with Nkwashi so that the residents there or the community members at Nkwashi can have a regular update on things that are going on in a more consolidated form, or digest as we're calling it. The marathon kicked off and artists in the Artist in Residence program started creating art. So here we have one that's actually starting to build sculptures that are going to be on site at Nkwashi. I'm very excited about what's going to come from there. In the next sprint, our population goal is still at 10. That we are already at that number, but we want to keep it there. And again, we want to increase visibility to construction. Some of the efforts there are we're doing some surveys and interviews with existing property holders and people who are thinking about starting construction, so we can better understand what's on their minds and ways that we might be able to help. And also interviewing the contractors who are building and seeing if there are ideas that they have have that can help us accelerate construction. We'll load plot data. And then on the product area, we want to improve the demo capability. We're having a few interested parties now, and we'll want to be able to showcase what we can do. That's also a good step towards multi-tenancy in the application so that we can be running multiple communities simultaneously. So that's sort of both valuable in terms of showcasing features, but also good infrastructure work for us. Further growth on forms, being able to edit, save, and delete them, and further improvement on the plot inventory. That's all for this sprint. I look forward to seeing you again in a couple of weeks. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.